Hello everyone, welcome back to Quick Draft Zendikar Rising in Magic the Gathering Arena. What are we playing here? Confounding Conundrum. I believe this is the worst card in the set. Is that right? Let me just go double check that one. I know it's very bad. I don't need to double check that. I want to see if I remembered correctly. No, there's 7 cards worse than this apparently. So I'm not gonna take that one. Black Bloom Rogue, 3 mana, 2/3 menace. Okay, sure. Brushfire's okay. Lull Mage Familiar. I've never played this one. I mentioned in a recent draft that I've almost never seen it played, but I think it's fine. It's very much like a blue-green card. You know, it likes kicker. It ramps. It's probably supposed to be the Black Bloom Rogue, right? Like, the other 2 uncommons are both, I think, perfectly fine. And Into the Royal, I believe, is pretty good. Yeah, it says it is, in fact, pretty good. Just slightly better than Brushfire Elemental. But, Black Bloom Rogue is indeed rated higher. And I suppose Lull Mage's thing... Yeah, oh. It's right next to Into the Royal, which is just a little bit ahead of Brushfire Elemental. So they're all quite good. But the draft guide, or Draft Sim, agrees with me that Black Bloom Rogue is the best of them. So we'll take that. Okay, Roost of Drakes is insane. Right? I mean, it is very good in the blue deck. Yeah. I mean, what else would you even take in this pack, right? The Minotaur, maybe? A second Roost of Drakes, holy shit. Okay. Okay. Well, now I wish I'd taken the Lull Mage's Familiar instead of this thing. Because we really want to be in, like, blue-green kicker. I think... What's the squid all about? Landfall can attack. Yeah, okay. I mean, this is a kicker card, but I think that the ambush is much better. Alright, just a sort of flexible blue card. I think I'd like a Might of Marasa, though. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure if I look, it'll say Bayin Veil is better. Bayin Veil is pretty good. Marasa is not that good. It has kicker. I already have 2 things that care about kicker, and I expect to be getting more. But I'm not yet really committed to green. I don't know. I'm committed to, like, kicker, which is mostly in blue and green. There's some in, like, every color, I think, but mostly blue and green. I'm just gonna take this. It'll help me stall. And it's sort of free to run. Okay, we love the Geyser Mage. It's a kicker thing that slows things down. Yep. Ball of God Recovery, I think, is pretty good. I could go for Reclaim the Wastes, though. I mean, also, I know, like, Kazandu Stomper is a good card, but I don't think this is really the right deck for it. Right, we don't want, like, a single big creature, really. We have that with Roost of Drakes. You know, that gives us board presence. We want, like, time and stuff. Reclaim the Wastes is... I don't know. It's not as good as Ball of God Recovery, even with the kicker ability, right? Like, yes, it's nice to draw some cards. And this would give you, like, fixing, because you can pick the land colors you want. But, I don't know, it's just kind of meh. I mean, I don't know. It's supposed to be Ball of God Recovery, right? Ball of God Recovery is ranked, yes, pretty good. This deck is... I mean, we've gotten a lot of good cards so far. Chilling Trap is not the best of these cards by a long shot, I think. But we kind of just want a way to stall? I don't know, maybe even the Duelist? No. I don't want a 4-mana 3/2 draw a card, really, I don't think. Maybe I do. I have any creatures yet? I have the Geyser Mage. Oh, I forgot this is kickable as well. Sure. I mean, I'm not going to have wizards that often, so this is just like 1 mana combat trick / life gain. But I think I might need that. And who knows, I might wind up with a wizard or two. I mean, for example, Geyser Mage. Alright. The Blightblade is probably decent at stalling, which I think is sort of what I need. The spare supplies are a little tempting as well. But I think this helps me stall better because it like actually deals with a creature. I mean, this is in some ways, but not really. It's sort of like a draw card, right? You play it and it trades, and like, okay, say your opponent has a 3/3 on the board, right? And you get to trade this with a 3/3. You get to live to the next turn, right? You draw more cards because you live longer. Haha. It doesn't increase your card advantage or anything, but it does let you get deeper in your deck because you don't die. And with this, you definitely get deeper in your deck, but you might die. So, you know, it could go either way on that. Dauntless Survivor, there have been a lot of these. I don't really want them, but it is a 2-drop, and you want some of those. The Baloth, I don't know. If I'm going to spend a bunch of mana on a creature, I'd rather be a flyer, I guess. Ascetic is not that amazing. I was afraid, do you pronounce the C in Ascetic? Pronounce Ascetic.
Ascetic.
Ascetic. Is it the same in British? Yes. Ascetic. Really? I don't know, this is a weird way to spell.
Ascetic.
Ascetic. But it's written T-U-H-K in the pronunciation guide. Very weird. Anyway. Okay, I mean, I'll take this. I don't really want to run it, but, you know, sometimes things happen. I'm not going to be much in my party. What are you? Well, you're a kicker elf, so I love it already. It's all party members. Yeah, I mean, I guess. I don't think I really want to splash for Journey to Oblivion when there's a kicker card that I could take right here. The Royal Mage might also be better, but I mean, how often is this going to hit? Maybe not that often, but it's still a 2-mana 3/2, even like if you don't kick it, right? And there'll be some things somewhere, like, I don't know, maybe it hits the Geyser Mage, right? It looks at the top 6 cards, that's kind of a lot. Or a warrior, or a rogue, or elf. Yeah, we take this. How good is it, by the way? Paragon. Ranked 29th. Quite good. Best card in my deck, allegedly. Although I think the Roost is better. But this fits in more decks. Oh, a third Roost of Drakes. Sure. How could I say no? Oh, Risen Riptide. It likes kicker, I guess. And it's a decent blocker, and also I kind of need some 3-drops. That's a kicker card. I almost don't have to look at the text, do I? I probably should, though, because Might of Marauders is here as well. I mean, it's 3 mana draw 2, which is like the normal cost for draw 2. And what it comes with as its extra bonus is like you can, if you have a bunch of mana, you can kick it to draw even more. I think it's probably better to take Field Research than Might of Marauders. Is it? If we can get the Roost of Drakes out early enough, we're sort of just like going to be killing them. And so some extra damage might help. But I guess, like, I don't know that I can get it out. This is just, you know, if I have that many Roosts of Drakes out early, I don't really, it doesn't matter what I take here because I just win, right? So let's assume that hasn't happened. I would like to draw cards so that it does happen. It's a wizard. I mean, I guess, Don't I have something that cares about wizards around here? Chilling Trap. Yeah, that's the one. And also this Paragon. But the other card I might consider taking would be Dauntless Survivor, and Paragon also is perfectly happy with that. I feel like I don't have any 4-drops right now, so I could take this. And I like Scrying. Okay, fine. I don't know. Like, the biggest bad thing that's going to happen to this deck is getting run over early, I think. And Dauntless Survivor tries to help with that. But it doesn't really fit the deck. I'm going to grab a 4-drop and just hope to, like, live through turn 2 by, like, luck. I think the Duelist is okay here over the Seer. Like, yes, I like Wizards, I like Scrying, but I also like not dying. And this might help. You know, you can squeeze this in as a combat trick sort of whenever to try to make your existing creatures a bit better. Okay, we do like Cleric of Chill Depths, I think. Although, there's Might of Marasa. Because this is just like a nice, very defensive creature. And it's a 2-drop. I think I need that more than I need Might of Marasa. A 2-drop that makes it hard for them to attack. Whew. There's some cards here. I think Risen Riptide is best. We could take this, which is another kicker card, but not until 7 mana, which is pretty tough. And this is just like going to buy me a lot of time, even just as a blocker, and then it sometimes gets to attack, which is pretty cool. Or, you know, if you play a kicker when they attack you, it's like, whoops, wandered out into the deep end there. Another Riptide? Better than any of this stuff. Yeah, the kicker archetype is like wide open. We're getting so much of... Oh, it's a kicker, a super cheap kicker. We're just getting hooked up here. I don't really want this. I probably don't even want this one. Don't want that. None of this, please. Nope. This kind of sucks. Could take Reclaim the Wastes, maybe. I forget if this is any good. It looks, like, pretty horrible. It must be horrible, right? It activates landfall quite well. It says it's very bad. Expedition Diviner, okay, I mean, that is probably pretty good. I don't want to reveal creatures, I want to reveal Roosts of Drakes. So I'll just take this. It's a wizard, it's a flyer. Sure. More field research? Sure. Okay, and we're at 23. Ooh, I love the Tangled Florahedron. And there's not even any kicker stuff here to compete with. Although, there is like Rabid Bite. I guess I'm not going to have... Like, it's removal, but I don't have creatures big enough. Well, okay, maybe sometimes the Risen Riptide. But most of the time, I don't think Rabid Bite is going to be that amazing. Oh, don't forget, this is a land. Oh, these are lands. I mean, don't get me wrong, I would definitely like to play them as spells. Actually, this fight might just be worse than a forest. I don't know. I have some creatures that could, like, fight something and live, like the Riptide, for example. But it's tough to kick something and then also pay 3 more mana on the same turn, unless you're already winning, right? You know, like the main thing would be the Turn Timber Ascetic, or, you know, just getting one of my, like, my Paragon to trade with something when they're not willing to attack with it or something. I don't know, though. I think this ambush is not actually all that good here. I have the Death Toucher. There is that. Okay, it's probably worth running. I was just thinking maybe I could start cutting some of these. But I think I'll just take a Florahedron. We want to ramp. We want to get more mana for surezies. I'll take another Florahedron. Great. Skyclave Plunder is not really my jam. Don't really want any of this. It's a very expensive draw card, right? But I already have like field research ×2. I guess if I were gonna run any of these, it would be Broken Wings. I don't know if I'm keeping this Chilling Trap. I have a few wizards, right? How many? 4. It says 3, but it's not counting this one because it's not printed on its type line. It's an effect that is only relevant while it's in play, I believe is how that works. So we have 1 wizard here, 1 here, 1 here. So there's 3, and then also this one. Yeah. So this only... Actually... Do type-defining effects apply anywhere but the battlefield? I feel like they don't, but it seems like they would apply on the stack, wouldn't they? This doesn't really matter, but I'm going to go pause and look that up because I'm curious. Okay, I'm back. I was searching... I know there's a thing called characteristic-defining abilities, and I could have looked those up in the rules, but I thought that somehow like type wasn't a characteristic, and so I was searching for like type-defining abilities, and I just could not find it. So I asked for help, and someone was like, it's a characteristic-defining ability. I was like, oh, okay, thanks. So yes, the rule says, blah, blah, blah. Characteristic defining ability conveys information that would normally be found elsewhere on this object, such as its mana cost, type line, or power toughness. They function in all zones, and outside the game, and before the game begins. So I feel like Arena should be marking that as a wizard here, because this is outside the game, but okay, fine. Anyways, we have 4 wizards. I could take a Chilling Trap, but I feel like I need to get to cutting here. Like, how good really is Bane Veil? I think it's pretty good. It slows the game down a lot if you're playing an aggro deck, just to buy you some time. And, you know, it being a tap land is not that much worse than an island. Living Tempest can probably go. That's not how I'm winning. Still kind of short on 2 drops. I'm not so impressed, actually, with the Duelist here. But, like, actually against aggro decks, it's kind of insane. Right? If they attack you with, like, 2 2/1s, for example, you flash this in, shrink one of them and block it, and this lives, and then you have it as a blocker for the other 2/1. Obviously, 2/1 is, like, the best case, but, like, Fissure Wizard, right? The aggro decks are running those cards. And it's even better if you have other creatures on board to help. God, I really don't like this Dauntless Survivor. Or the Ascetic. I mean, these lands are not amazing, but we can run very few like basic lands if we have enough of these flexible lands, and we don't mind playing them tapped, which I mostly don't. I don't know. I think I need another Cleric more than I need a Chilling Trap, I guess, is the conclusion here. I don't really want the Pack Beast. I don't have much party synergy, and I don't need mana fixing. Spare Supplies could be something. There's also just, like, I don't know. This... I don't have a lot of flyer handling stuff, except I have a billion Drakes, so I think I don't need the Snarecaster. Basically, it's like Seer, I guess. This looks like a big old nothing. Take the Spare Supplies. Maybe run it, probably not. But I don't know. If you're playing in a control deck, I think this is kind of nice to have. Right, because you want to get deeper to your like win conditions, i.e. Roosts of Drakes. How much kicker do I have? It's not enough, right? I mean, I guess the 3 roosts themselves, okay. Spell Shield is 4. Oh, 5. That's written so small, I almost didn't see it. 6. 8. 8 kicker spells. I mean, that's a largest amount for sure. How am I doing for like 16 creatures? That's pretty solid. Of course, it's counting like these things. Where are they? The Florahedrons? But these are the ones I want to play as spells for sure. I don't know. I don't think I want Adventure Awaits. I probably don't want Duelist either, but for now we can take it. Negate. I don't know how good that is. I mean, Deliberate is just like fine, right? Scry 2, then draw. It's a nice way to spend my mana in the early stages of the game. Yeah, I really don't care about that. Okay, so the Ascetic, I think, like, I took it because it's nice to have a big creature that gains you life, but if I have 5 mana, I want to spend it on something other than that. All right, put all the lands back over there, please. Where are they? Here's one, and here are the rest. So we could cut at least, like, let's say 3 lands from the basics category and run, like, 14 and 5. That's 19, but of course we want to cast a lot of these as spells, so that's okay. And then I just have 2 other cuts to make. The Chilling Trap, I mean, I have kind of a lot of wizards, right? 5? This should work sort of often. I think with the Clerics, I can maybe do without the Dauntless Survivor. Maybe cut 1 Duelist. Okay. The Ambush is not very good. But, like, it combos specifically with the Blightblade, and that'll probably happen once, maybe, in a draft if I'm lucky. But also playing as a tap land usually isn't that big a deal. I don't know. And it also could combo with like a 3/3 sometimes. How's my party looking, by the way? 2 clerics, 2 humans, 2 rogues, 4 wizards. We might get some solid scry out of the Cascade Seers, remembering, of course, that this elf is all 4 of them. There's no colors here. What the hell? Your colors are broken. Is this deck good? I'm not sure. I think it might be good. It's definitely not a deck that I can say is obviously horrible. But I could get run over sometimes. Yeah, this is obviously a keep. I'm going to run out Roost of Drakes on 1. Saving it to kick it is like just too cute. Red, but not playing a 1-drop. That's always good for us. And then we have our Riptide, which is great against this. Death Toucher, okay. I mean, it's only Death Touch if they can play another rogue, but we wouldn't be surprised if they could. I can Chilling Trap it once. So I might blow out the spare supplies here, and then play a tap land, so that I have Chilling Trap available. I like... Oh, that's something. Yeah, that'll be good later. But for now, I just need this. expect all attack here, obviously. I'm glad they didn't play a rogue first. I'll block this one because it can be pumped, and if they do try to pump it up to big enough to kill the Riptide, I have Chilling Trap. I don't mind milling, really. I forgot it does that, but I don't mind. I lost a Roost, oh well. We're almost ready to kick Field Research. And I think I can afford to hang on to Bayene Vale as a spell here, because I have my 6th land already without it. Just put down a big wall of 0/5s. Destroy a creature or planeswalker. Well, can't do anything about that right now. Is this an instant? No, it's a sorcery. Okay, so I can't use it on their turn to get this to hit them. Okay, I still don't think I mind milling. We're gonna end this game long before my deck matters, I think, by achieving total control of the board or running out of life. Hopefully the former, of course. Okay, that's some damage. But I have a 0/5 blocking it, that's nice. Ooh, that's an instant speed kicker spell. I think I'd rather just draw, though. There are also flash rogues, so if I tried blocking this thinking like, oh, I don't want to mill, they might flash in a rogue, tap it to give this death touch, so I don't really want to do that. I wish I had the mana to like kick this right now, but apparently they're just not able to do anything. They are apparently playing a big spell though, because otherwise they would have pumped this thing. Ah, very good. Nice. Wish I'd had the mana. I could return a Roost of Drakes, maybe? That seems pretty cool. Yeah, let's do that. Leave open as much blue as you can, though. Or 3 anyway. I need 3 blue. Hello? Can you tap? Where is it? There it is. Any day now, Bayene Vale. Any day now. Yikes. Okay, we do need to block some stuff, though. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. I wish I had the mana to do more things, but I don't. What is this? Oh, just bringing that back to kill another... Oh, wow, and also dealing 1 damage? Wait, how did something kill... What? Oh, this thing. That's pretty rough. Okay, 7 mana. This is kickable for 6. This is kickable for 5? I think 5, so I can keep open some other defensive spells is a good idea. Cleric is pretty good, I think. I don't know. I mean, it's a 2-drop. I'd rather have more expensive, useful cards, right? This is a 3/3. But I have so many ways to spend my mana. I think it might be nice to just sneak in a 2-drop at some point. Could even be now, I suppose. But it doesn't do much at the moment. It would stop this from attacking twice, I guess. Yeah, actually, that's pretty cool. But, I mean, so is, like, Bane Veil? Maybe? Nah. Play that as a land. I think it's great, though. I mean, this is my chance. If I want 8 mana, I kind of do, actually. I have way too many ways to spend mana. Yeah, let's just get a land out there. It's great to slow down their creatures, but we might not have time to cast it if I don't, like, just play it as a land. I'm under siege here from the red deck, obviously. I hate the Rockslide Sorcerer. I wish also I could keep this alive because it is a wizard. Which, don't I have something that cares about that? Oh no, that was the one I didn't take, the thing that scries. Okay, they're gonna just kill that, huh? Face, huh? I guess that makes sense. I don't know, I thought you might aim it at this thing. Take 5 more? Geyser mate. Oh no, not 5. 7. If I want to kill this thing. That's pretty tough. Kind of think that's what I have to do, right? This hurts. So I can bounce this, that's fine. I have 8, could be 9 mana. This is 6, 2. I want this to be available for kicker though. So I think we're not going to deliberate here. So I can have all 3 of these kind of sitting around, or these 2 rather. This is instant anyway, so if I don't need it, I don't have to use it. We can attack with this, I think. Start getting in a little damage? Sure. Gonna have to kill him pretty quick. Oh, I thought this tapped things briefly. It doesn't. But it gets very small. Don't need any more mana, thanks. Cascade Seer's nice. What's in my party? 2 things. Could make it 3. I'm playing this anyway, may as well. The Duelist is not bad. I think I don't need it though. Like, I just want the Roost of Drakes. Yeah. Can I attack with all here? I think I can. That's 10. I don't know. If they have any removal, this dies? No, it doesn't. I have Shell Shield. This should be fine. Shell Shield not only stops them from removing, but also makes 2 more blockers. Oh, it won't be allowed. Oh. I forgot. I thought this was going to tap it, but it just stops it from untapping. So this attack was bad, obviously. Well, I don't know. Let some more stuff get in. I guess I'm just throwing this creature away. And this is still enough blockers. Whoops, mistakes were made. I'm now almost like, wait a minute, what if I had drafted that Kazandu Stomper? I could like rebuy this land, which would be pretty nice. Okay, I think we made it. Phew. So, I mean, I don't know. That's kind of the aggro deck that I was thinking about when I took stuff like Chilling Trap and Bayeen Veil, even though I didn't end up playing the Bayeen Veil as a spell. Like, this is the kind of thing I worried might happen to the deck if we took bigger cards and didn't take those slowdown effects. So I'm glad we took them, because we didn't die. And we got lucky, obviously, a little bit. Like, we had the Roost of Drakes on turn 1. We have 3 of them. It's not actually that unlikely to have them pretty early. Right, I'm waiting till 4 to play this. It's just crazy. It's so expensive. I just want to, like, get more stuff out there. Green-white. That should be landfall. But of course they can do whatever they want. Maybe they're doing something else. I might very well play a field research for 3. Depending. I don't know. I can play Risen Riptide first and see what happens. Attack with this just for some weird bluff. They would let it in, obviously, and I don't see how that would help me. Just keep some blue open to scare him, I guess. Oh, that's a bit frightening. That thing's gonna be huge. Okay, I found something to do with my mana here. and it threatens to block this, sort of, although not quite yet. I guess we just swing for 10 here? Like, that ought to put the Fear of God into him, right? Maybe think twice about going in too crazy with the Scythe Cat. And even if they, like, don't think twice, I just hit him in for 10, and I have 4 flying damage. This is a little scary. Like, we're both kind of threatening lethal here. Alright, no blocks. But I think I can just sack the Riptides while these guys get all the work in. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Or I could just, like... Oh, I'm 1 damage off lethal, right? Because they can chump against this. I get in for 5, 9. I mean, I guess that's probably still pretty good. So, if I do that, they do have to chump. No choice. I get in for 9. Actually, I could even hold some of these back, maybe. Both of them. They still have to chump. I get in for 5. I have 8 in the air. And meanwhile, I have insurance back in case they do something really big to this Scythe Cat. Or maybe I leave a Riptide back? Go in for... But then they don't have to chump, see? Oh my god. Would you like... There we go. So if I do this, they kind of... I don't know. They have to chump and then push as much damage as they can so that my Drakes aren't lethal, I guess, so that I have to use the Drakes on defense. But I don't know if they can even make me do that. Let's go, like... Let's just attack with 1. This way I get in 7. I think 3 Drakes ought to be enough. And I can kick something again next turn to make the Riptides go in. Fine. Oh, you get to play another land. Yeah. Glad I brought back all... well, okay. 2 is enough to live unless they do something more, and then I'll need 3. I'm just going to sack all of them, because my life total seems pretty important right now. I have to sack 2 at least, because they're doing 7 damage instead of 9 if I sack 2. Sacking the 3rd is kind of discretionary. But I think they can't really play 2 more creatures to block the Riptides here, so I think we're just killing them next turn with the field research. So let's be conservative. 2 very fast decks that we're playing here. Both just pouring damage in. I guess it's like, I don't know, it's turn 6. Okay, yeah. So it's not that fast, but we're playing much more aggressively. Both decks are doing things a lot faster than in the last game. Goodness gracious. I guess in the last game my opponent was still playing aggressively. I wasn't. I was just using the Riptides to block. But we got so much early kicker stuff. What could I do? I had to just, like, kill him. Can I have a hand? What the hell is this? This happens every so often. I don't really know why. But then, like, eventually you do get a hand. This is not like, you know, the game is being canceled or something. Okay, I want another land, but I have spare supplies, and I'm on the draw. This is a pretty solid start, I think. Uh-oh. Alright. Oh, Ruin Crab. Okay. It's gonna be that kind of game. Blue-white landfall / mill. Okay, so there could be some black cards in here. That would not be surprising. I don't think the cleric is doing much right now. So I'm just gonna run out the spare supplies, I think. Okay, if I wanted to, I could play this. Next turn, and then blow up the spare supplies, maybe? The Ruin Crab turn 1 is so, like, pernicious, because you just don't get that many turns in draft if they're, like, milling you for 3 every turn. The trick is, of course, that it's not actually every turn. They run out of lands eventually. But it's still, like, 20 cards. Which, as a slower control deck, is, you know, kind of a lot. Yeah, I mean, I guess this tutors for anything because they're milling me a bunch, so maybe I should hang on to that, huh? And then I can play the Diviner next turn. What was that? Cascade Seer, okay. I think I'm clearly the aggressor in this game. I'm not very happy about letting them attack with this and then draw. Maybe I could have played the Cascade Seer once they put this down. I thought a flyer would be nice, but that's sort of silly, right? They're not blocking with the Ruin Crab. Yeah, I should just play my 3/3 actually. Oh, well, sure, I guess that's true. Alright, well, I've run out of chances to draw another land. Well, I guess that's not true. I could deliberate. But I don't really want to. There's no roosts in here. Geyser Mage I could pick back up, but I think I just want a land. Actually, I don't even have... No, I have a Field Research in hand. I should have scryed first, I guess. Okay, pretty good. Alright, you need to start running out of cards soon, but the problem is they're, like, playing all these guys. They're going to keep drawing, which means they're going to keep hitting lands, which means I'm going to keep milling, and I think we are in a little trouble for that, maybe. I have a Chilling Trap next turn, I guess. In addition to kicking the Roost of Drakes. No, I only have 2 islands. I have 5 mana, which is enough to kick this and play this, but too much of it is green. don't think we're gonna have time. But if we're gonna... Oh no! My... my Rooster Drakes, it's gone! Hey, how dare you? Oh, 1-4 is so good for you. Okay, but I did pick up an island, so... I mean, I know this is like helping them by emptying out my deck, but... I need, like, damaging creatures. I need attackers to win. I don't know, attacking with the 3/3 is stupid. They just chump it. Or bounce it. And now they don't even have to make these unblockable. They can attack with both. What a horrible attack. Horrible! But I was pretty dead anyway. It's my first time kicking a spell here on turn 6. I got 1 Drake. God, Ruined Crab is so upsetting. It's so much mill for so little investment. Like, I talk usually about how mill doesn't matter much in Limited, and I do believe that's true. But in this case it does, because 1 creature can just mill out your entire deck. And that's it. Next time they play a land, I'm dead. They have 5 cards in hand. Probably one of them's a land. Okay, that'll help. Yeah, sure. You know, for all that, we have 9 more damage. I was pretty close. Like, if I had chosen to draw fewer cards off of field research, maybe. I'd have 1 more card to draw for the start of my turn. And I could actually attack with this 9 damage in the air. Oh, okay, sure. Never mind. You should just, like, play a land. I don't know why you're bothering with this stuff, but sure. Okay, I'm not gonna let you screw around. Get out of here. There's no way you have a 6-card hand with no lands. I have a 5-card hand with no lands, but... Ugh. Well, that was pretty gross. That deck did exactly what it wanted to do from turn 1 onward. What did they do on turn 2? It was kind of nothing. They did miss turn 2, I think. Stopping chemtrails. One wonders if this is ironic or genuine. This is horrible. Just because I don't have any islands, right? And, like, I can play a 2-mana 3/2 on, I guess. You know what? I'm on the draw. I can find an island. It's more of a blue-black card, but sure. Oh. I wanted that. Classic Elf Cleric Rogue Warrior Wizard. Now I can't play any more spells till I hit an island, so that's kind of like urgent. I mean, I think I just attack with this. Before that, like, somehow gets a counter and starts wrecking me. I'm gonna lose this game. If I can play, like, a Risen Riptide, like, we've got a shot. Alright, thank you. That was a forest. This is more forests. The good news is I think I've seen just about all my forests, right? 3, 4, 5, 6. This is sort of the 7th. I think I only put like 7 of each in, right? I actually have enough mana to pay the tax if they try to counter this, which is sort of funny. But they could like remove it or something. Don't like that. Do like... no. This first. And then I can kick this later. And swing in for 10. I can't kick it! I don't have 2 islands! Ugh! I mean, I can kick this and swing in for 10, but I kind of want to do that after I get the roost down. Is this a rogue? No, it's a wizard. Oh, and it doesn't even care about rogues. It's only when itself deals damage. So in a sec, this is going to become a 2-1, right? Oh no, that's not this card. This is one you can activate to draw, sack it and draw a card, I guess. All right, so do we swing for 10 here? I think we just play the roost, because getting a couple drakes would be amazing. Well, specifically 1 drake. I have a ton of mana for stuff like field research if I could draw it. Alright, this thing's online now. There's a second island. Okay, a little late. They're obviously just going to wait for me to cast whatever my kicker spell is. It's very transparent. Alright, and we're sort of caught up. 9 life each. But I do need another kicker spell before too long. I plan to flash this in to turn this into a 0-2 when it attacks, so I can trade with the Drake. There's sort of... Ooh. I don't like that. Bouncing the Drake or something else? I don't know yet. Okay. Not attacking with the 1/1 is interesting. What's that all about? They want it as a blocker to chump, I guess? I'll play this. Like, I don't know. Will I? Yeah. I don't really like being hellbent here, but I would like to stop 2 damage, and this is as good a time as any. I don't know. It's probably wrong. But... Ooh. Ooh. Well, that's really good. The Roost of Drakes, right? Oh, I almost clicked the wrong one. This one. And let's make sure we're tapping only green. I'm pretty sure that's what it did, but just in case. They're tapped out, so they have to start chumping my 5/5s. That's why they left this back, I guess. They have to chump at least one of them. Perhaps more? I don't know. Probably just one. See, this amount of milling, I don't mind at all. I think that's great for me. I'm very happy all that stuff got milled. Because it meant that I could draw that Roost of Drakes out of my graveyard. And I'm not at all in danger of, like, running out of deck. There's no way that's how this game ends. Uh-oh. That's a little scary. That could get some damage in. Uh-oh. What's the deal with this? It's just a 1/3 with a tap ability? 1 instant, 2 instants, okay. Oh my god, it's another Roost. Maybe the best draw in the deck. Now, they obviously have to chump here. Do I attack with any 5/5s? I feel like I probably do, right? They have to chump all of these as well. Or maybe they can double block, which is fine. What if I attack with these guys? Is that good? Because they have to block here. 2 damage is getting in. They have to block each of these, but they have to double block if they want to kill. They can only get 1 kill, though, by combining a 3 and a 2. Or a 3 and a 3. Which means they still have, like, 1... So these 2 might get in 1 damage combined. I don't think that's worth it. I want to just have extra blockers in case, like, bad things happen and keep these alive. Like, these are enough damage. I don't need to attack with them. If we can kill the Stalker, that's fantastic. Because this is the only way they're threatening to get damage through it all. And they only have 1 party creature, so they can't pump this too much. That's another benefit of attacking with all these. I don't know. That one first? I don't think it matters. Because if you make this cheap enough, it can scoot in for a lot of damage. We got some lucky draws in the end here. I top decked Roost of Drakes like 2 turns in a row, or very nearly. What was it actually 2 in a row? I think it was. So this costs 3 right now, so they can only activate it once. If they played a 1 mana party creature, they could activate it twice, I guess. What would that be? Like, are there 1 mana warriors out there? There must be. Something in red is a 1 mana warrior for sure. Okay. Get that damage in and then give up. Oh my gosh. Yeah. It's a good thing they attacked us so much, huh? Because if we'd left back the other Riptide, they might have been able to pump the Stalker more, maybe? Because they would have had more party creatures? Without having to play that other wizard? Probably wouldn't have been lethal, but it would have been closer for sure. And having the Riptides back to block wouldn't even really help. So I think attacking with them was definitely right. Okay, we have an opponent. Specifically Peacebone. Alright. We got the Drakes, we got the supplies, we got 4-drops. I still think we just play this on 1, although, yeah, because on 4, I want to start playing this stuff. I think it's just too greedy a lot of the time to wait to play this if you have it early. I don't plan to activate any kicker stuff for a while, but when I do, I don't want to have to pay 4 for this. Sort of my thinking. Okay, that's a decent play next turn. Black-green, very much the counters deck. This is a cleric, so I won't have the wizard ability when this... Okay. Fine, I still want it. And the idea is to block here. And then if they try to pump it, I can Chilling Trap it, so that I get to keep this alive. Okay, I guess we'll do it this way then. Ooh, nice axe. Okay. No blocks. I think playing a wizard next turn, one of my 3/3s, oh, they're the same, sure, is the best way to deal with that. I don't know, though. I'm starting to wonder if playing this was wrong. Because, like, what have I gotten out of it? Well, I've gotten the fact that when I play the next one, it'll go off. Okay, sure. Yeah. I guess. I want one more land before I play this, obviously, but I do have the spare supplies, so on some turn I could supplies plus cleric, maybe? Okay, I'm not... Even if they don't have a trick, this is a normal attack to make, I think. But obviously I hope they don't have one. I guess next turn is the turn to play cleric. And... Wait, am I done? Why did this live? Oh, they gave my thing -1/-1. Sure. So 2 clerics. Oh, they don't kill this anymore. They don't kill anything. Uh-oh. This is pretty dicey. I could actually play the second Roost of Drakes right now, because I don't have 4 mana for it for a long time still, and when I play this, I'll get more Drakes. It feels pretty awful. We're going to start throwing away these clerics, by the way. Yeah, I think I'm actually just playing this. These clerics will turn off their big attackers for a little while to hopefully give me some breathing room. Oh my god. Kind of surprised they didn't attack with the 2/3. Like, what was that doing, right? Could have snuck in 2 damage for free there. Okay, thank God it's an island. See, this is why playing the Roost, you know, I was hoping this might happen, right? Now I have more Drakes now, even though I, like, okay, might get fewer in the future or something. I don't know. Oh, right, they can only attack with this. I forgot. I was like, what am I going to do about these guys? Don't have to. No blocks, I think. Wait for these tricks to come online. Can take 3 once. If I played the rogue first, this would scry more, but that seems like a very secondary concern. What you thinking about? Moving the axe, maybe? Yeah, that makes sense. Now, so far these Drakes have been like 1 mana, make a 2/2 after a long time has passed, which is not amazing. But if we can actually, like, kick anything else... Okay, I love the Riptide, I think. I can't afford to play it along with the Duelist and this thing, right? I have 7 mana. But I think it's more important to get down an 0/5 blocker than it is to have this combat trick available. The 0/5 is amazing. No thanks. I mean, that's a 1/1, which is something, but I don't want a 1/1. Okay, now we have blockers. Uh-oh. Oh, no! I mean, we're not dead. They chose to kill the 3/3, makes sense. I don't need this, but if I draw like field research, I'll want as much land as I can get. It's a little bit bad, obviously, to like show them that my hand is out of spells. Which will happen when I play this. But that'll be after the important decisions have been made. So I hate the blue text. It's so hard to read when on these tapped cards. It's fine when it's larger like this, but I have trouble reading it on the board. That's why I'm always mousing over this stuff. So I think double block... Anyway, we flash this in. Double block here. 5 blocks this. And then the Duelist and the Diviner block this, which will be a 1/4. Actually, if it's a 1/4... Okay, anyway, yeah, this works. Okay. So now, actually, I think we want to let them kill the Duelist. No, wait. This is the same, right? They still kill the Duelist either way. Sure. Okay, Death Touch is not that big a deal, I think. So good, an instant speed kicker spell. Alright. I love that. I can cast it on this guy. Actually, I don't even really have to. Do I play this to make 2 Drakes? I guess not. The Drakes aren't doing much right now. I keep it as a trick to activate the Riptide, I guess. Okay, field research right now would be amazing. I have 8 mana, so I can't actually play it. But yeah, field research is exactly what I want. Okay, I may have said Balagad Recovery wasn't that good. It's amazing. It's been nuts every time I've drawn it. I assume they're attacking with the 5/4? It's fine with me. Trade a Drake for that Death Toucher. May as well do this before blockers, I guess. I don't see any reason to delay it, really. Well, no, I want to make sure the... If they're going to remove this in response, I guess I'd rather block with these two than... Yeah, I don't know. Let's just do this. I could even triple block with these guys, but right now the block here is free, so... Did I attack with the Riptide? I think so, right? They'll, like, trade with the Death Toucher, but that's okay? Ah, I can play this to stop the trade. That's even better. I could even attack with some of these guys. Push in some damage. It's a little scary to do that because, like, I only have 2 creatures. What if they choose not to block, remove a Drake, and then attack with everything? But this is a lot of damage, so I think they have to treat it somewhat respectfully. By blocking with something. If they block with nothing, I can play another Riptide instead of the Veil. And now I don't even think they can attack because I'm threatening lethal. If they do, I have 13 flying damage. Oh, control just in time. Yikes! How did that game turn around again? I'm trying to remember what. I mean, the big block with the clerics saved me a lot of time. And then on the turn when they attacked with everything, the duelist, I don't know. I mean, obviously, like, Ball of God Recovery to pick up field research was bananas. But I feel like, wasn't that a little bit after I had already been okay? I'm still, by the way, very happy I played these for 1 mana instead of waiting for 4, both of them. I just never had 3 spare mana to kick them, and they were still great. Like, I don't think there was any turn that game when I floated 3. Obviously, if you draw it with 4 mana and you don't have anything better to do, yes, of course, kick it. But don't be that greedy that that's all you do. Oh man, am I gonna keep another no island hand? Wasn't the last one was the game I lost, right? No, I'm not gonna keep this. Fuck you. This is just worse. Oh my god. No, I have a 1-drop at least. Okay, I'm keeping this and dumping a Riptide. A 5 mana hand is not very good. Or 5 card hand, rather. I think I might actually be running too few islands now that I think of it. Like, I cut sort of the same number of each basic from my deck because of the tap lands that I'm running, the dual-faced lands. But I think those are mostly green, right? There's just the Bane Veil and then, like, 4 green ones. So I think I need more islands, actually. I think it is not a coincidence that in 2 games I have been short islands. More than 2. Ugh. Well, the good news is we were going to get clobbered this game even if I had an island, right? Top card was a forest, which wouldn't have helped. Oh, this is the one that gets bigger if you have 8 things milled, right? Yeah. All rogues you control. This guy's nuts for the rogue deck. I mean, can I ever come back from this? What if I draw an island? Like, what am I even going to do? Play the Riptide? Maybe. It won't have menace. Yeah. Alright, let's get that attack in before we concede. And let's toss another island in the deck. Take out a forest or two for islands. Because blue is also the mana that I'm most taxed on. I have all these kicker spells in blue that want more blue. Yeah, see, I have 7 blue sources. Well, 8, wherever Bane Veil is. And 10 red sources. So I think I want it like kind of the opposite way. Just 5 forests and 9 islands. That would have helped in both of those games, probably. Well, it depends. If you don't draw the specific forests that you swapped for islands or whatever, in principle, it would have been the same. But the odds of having the same result would be lower if I had been running this deck. The modified deck. See, look at that. Already it worked. I can roost on 1, which seems good. And hopefully avoid playing this as a land. I've grown to really love that card. Yeah, the 4th land here means I don't have to play this as a land. All this and we're still 3 forests, 1 island. That's just, you know, a coincidence, of course. We have a similar number of green sources and blue sources, but we have more islands than forests, so this is anomalous, but not, like, shocking. What is opponent doing? Oh, they don't... Oh, they're discarding. They are getting color screwed also? Like I was last game? I guess that's fair. I'll take it. These are the same card. Attack first. Don't think it matters. Actually, if they have a duelist, this is kind of embarrassing. They don't get to scry as much. But I could chill and trap it, I guess. I don't think I want either of those. Like, yes, we want land in general. Like, I like mana. I get to spend it all the time. But I don't have any of the cards that let me spend a lot of it. So, let's draw those before I draw more mana. Oh, I don't mind that. I was just going to play another one next turn anyway. It does keep them up a little bit on tempo. That's the point. They must have just drawn that, I think. They would have been happy to play it earlier, obviously. Okay, Roost is insane. I don't think I want the Florahedron. It's just like a forest at this point. A tapped forest. The main advantage this card has is that you can play it on the same turn as a land. And so if you top deck it later when you don't have a land, it's like really horrible. Also, if I kick the Roost of Drakes, I won't be able to have Chilling Trap open. It doesn't look like that's much of a concern, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. They're stuck on just blue still. Okay. So they finally gave up, just like I did last game. An exciting instance of win trading. Involuntary win trading. Which is kind of, you know, that's Magic. Sometimes you just don't ever get to play your cards. I'm glad later I mean, I don't know. Magic's mana system is very rich. It, like, offers a lot of subtlety in deck building and planning and so on, which leads to a deeper game, but also sometimes a very, very shallow game where you just like can't play any of the cards in your deck. And obviously, like, it's a game of luck. You're drawing cards, right? Sometimes you just don't get the cards you need. But it feels especially bad in Magic when the cards that you need are like the boring ones that are just there to say, okay, yeah, you're allowed to play cards. Look at all these tiny little spells I have. You know, later games have sort of gone with a more shallow approach, which often feels better. And you know, it's tough to say like what any of them should do to change things. I think like Magic system is pretty cool, but it leads to frustration sometimes. What are you? Okay, you're a 2/2. Bolagad Recovery is decent. I don't have anything in the graveyard yet. And it's not clear when I ever will. I guess I could mill myself with this guy. But I think I'd rather just draw more gas. Like, that helps now. Actually, it's really nice to draw a Menace creature, or another blocker, because then, like, I can Menace this. Or I can deal with the fact that it has Menace. Oh, I can't mill myself, because you don't choose a creature and a player. You choose a creature and that creature's controller. Oh, man. There goes my 4-drop. Nothing I can do about it, though. And they now definitely will not attack into me. And because they know about my combat tricks, very sadly. What? I mean, what can they even have? Let me look that up real quick. In Zendikar Rising, type, instant, mana value 1, mana white. Resolute Strike? Okay, they can give something +2/+2? I guess? So blocking like this would not be great necessarily. Wow. The volume just got way higher in my ears. So this only matters if they have Resolute Strike, and if they do, I want to make sure they only kill one creature and still die. I think the volume is still the same for you guys, but like my headphones got fixed magically or something. Anyway, they just, I guess, blundered here. Even though they could see my hand, they fell for it. Do I have any wizards? No, right? Rogues and a cleric. Could attack with the 0/5 actually. It's clearly not blocking anything and it threatens to kick him, maybe? It's kind of funny. They might go for the block here or something. If they block my rogue again, that'll be very embarrassing for them. They know I can stop it from killing me. Okay, they're just going to let it in. That's the right play, obviously. I'm just turning off this music. But the sound of the cards is also so loud for me, and I think it's the same for you guys. I can just turn down my headphones, but I don't know what would suddenly change it. Wait, I recognize the sound that guy makes as belonging to a different creature, but I can't remember what creature. I know they share sounds, right? This is just like the large beast kind of creature sound, I guess. Okay, well, this is great. Sort of. Oh, right. This just gains indestructible as well. I hate that. Yeah, this is not looking good. Field research could change things. I guess I also have this. Okay, that doesn't do anything. Wait a minute, does this deck have any removal? I'm just realizing the only removal in the entire deck is, like, make 2 creatures fight. I think that's it. We're just all about, like, tempo, and if we lose it, we're dead. And just, like, 1 flyer is killing me. There's the field research. Okay. I think I can probably attack with the Riptide, just to get in a little damage. If they trade with a 5/4, that's fine. Next turn I can get the Roost of Drakes in play. I have plenty of blue, so I can even kick it and still play some more stuff, including kicking this, which is amazing. Yeah, let's try and put on a little bit of pressure. Okay. I'm kind of shocked they haven't, like, played a land and attacked with the 5/4 yet. Okay, we like islands. I have 4 mana, so I could play this, but I don't want to. I want mana available to, like, kick a Spell Shield and then Chilling Trap. And I still want this for later as well. Okay, so the Spell Shield is going on a Cleric, apparently. Deadly Alliance on that? Well, that's too bad. I needed to do this before blockers so that I could actually block with it. So I couldn't use this in response, obviously. Now I can still Chilling Trap this. Or maybe Beguine Veil? No. I guess Chilling Trap. To keep my 1 Roost alive. My 1 Drake. I need more kicker creatures. Well, this is the card to help me get him, I guess. Big Scry. Okay, okay. Actually, hang on. Because what's under this guy only looks for elf and party creatures. So this being under it would do nothing. So I guess we put it on the bottom because I do want to draw this. Yeah, okay. I'm going to let the shepherd hit me once. Uh-oh. Looks like I don't have much choice. They might kill the Death Toucher? No. Okay. I still think playing this later is better than now. So I can keep all the drakes alive when I block. I'm in bad shape this game. Do they attack with the 3/4? Probably not, right? Oh my god. More of this shit? Okay. I guess this is a good enough time for Bane Veil. Lets me stop 3 damage and also, like, I don't know. I guess all it does is keep this alive, but I think that's pretty useful. I haven't, like, bottomed the target creature fights. Yeah, okay. Well, I can just chump the duelist here, I guess. I don't think that that block is any good. We're just not using the Bane Veil yet. It's not impactful enough. It'll tap correctly when I kick. Yeah, okay, that looks right. Are you kidding me? Okay, fine. So we missed the 3rd Roost of Drakes. But we're pretty close to having creatures fight now, which is how I can kill the flyer. I think I can attack with 1 Drake, get in a little damage. And maybe a 3/3? I think that should be okay. Perfectly happy to make that trade. This doesn't have any other special ability, right? Yeah. Once it's on the battlefield, it just has a bunch of types and that's it. don't like that. One of these 5 cards kills that. And then, oops. Don't think that matters too much. And after that, I'm not too far away from getting back like another roost or something to try to finish the deal. Wow, I'm actually kind of surprised you did that. I thought you would want to save that for when this thing could attack. I'm also thinking I maybe should have used the Bayene Veil to stop 3 damage earlier, because they might just have some face damage, and then this would be useless. I think it was a mistake to hang on to this. Do I have another field research, right? Yeah. And it's in those... Oh, it's... Yeah. It's one of those 4 as well. So I have a lot of good cards, potentially. Alright, well, the Bayene Veil is goodish right now. Just to kill this thing without losing anything. No. I think they're just going to sack it, so it doesn't really matter, but I want to make sure I don't lose anything important. Uh-oh. They've got life gain now. But their hand is like empty, so they might not have that many creatures coming. By the way, how many lands have they played? 5, 10. They have 7 left in these 14 cards. Their deck is half lands. How about mine? 6, 10, 13 cards. Well, also about half lands. I wish I remembered what was in here. I know there's a Roost of Drakes, a couple lands. Maybe the other Riptide? No, right? The other one's in the graveyard? Yeah. Or do I have 3? Was there a field research in the bottom here? I don't remember. Okay. Good. This is great. Right? I lose my Death Toucher, and then they have this menace on the ground. Ugh, I can't, like, attack, though. Like, right? I want to kill their flyer and then start chipping in damage. But they have like a 4/4 and a 3/3. And I just can't afford to let anything in. Maybe I can attack with 1 Drake? I don't think we're going to turn this around, sadly. I mean, none of this has menace, so I can like chump a 1/1 or something. But I kind of think... Like, what? Wouldn't it be so nice if I could get in for 6? Technically, I can. And next turn, I could chump 2 of my creatures and let the 1/4 in and take 1 damage. But I still wouldn't be killing them. So I don't think that's very good. Maybe I can attack with that much. No, even that's too much. So I need to have like blockers for this stuff. Ugh. Okay. Let's draw a field research real quick. I don't even know if that's possible. But I have decent potential blocks for what's currently on the board. Oh my god. Well, that's gonna be the end of the game. Well, is it? I'm not losing life anymore. They just made this to be a 2/6 though. A 2/6 flyer is pretty scary. It's 2 4/4s. Yeah, see, I can read the blue text until they like grade the thing out to indicate that it's been tapped, and then I'm like, I have no idea how big that creature is. I mean, these guys suddenly suck. So I guess I use them to block something. Maybe this? Because it's about to get gigantic? Oh, it's a triggered ability. It's not like lifelink. I would gain life after combat. I see. I was thinking you instead gain that much life, but that's not what it says. Whenever a creature deals combat damage to a player, you and that player gain that much life, which is fine. I thought it was instead, so like I would be gaining life instead of losing it, but no. It's after losing it, you get it back. But that doesn't trigger when you're below 0 life, so sure. Did we get 5 wins, I think? It's not bad. Yeah, I'm satisfied. They were all most of them were nail biters, right? Getting aggroed out and just barely hanging on at the end. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.